This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
Boy, you try.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
On first down, right back to Hall.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall.
Down inside the 10.
Reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Zonovan Knight
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
Little power on the move that time. It's still tackled shy of the 20.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy off the play fake.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
40 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
What the fuck?
Had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So had they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field, and you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle they go. Knight. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Purdy. Completes it to Samuel. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 43 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Because you can't get.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Rodgers going to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Jets, first down.
Rodgers now on first down.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds.
Hold it. Get your ass on, nigga. Just throw some words there,
receptions for him, and it's another first
your ass
down.
on.
You don't
No
always expect tight
motherfucking
ends
hold
to
it,
be in
nigga.
terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Rodgers now on first down.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
Yes, sir, Steve.
Touchdown, Jets.
Yes, sir, Steve.
28 yards.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Purdy.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
It's intercepted.
Give it to me.
Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone.
Look
but those
at me
windows
now.
can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get.
I got you.
From
I got you.
here,
I got you, big dog.
3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And
That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now it's Rodgers.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And
What the fuck?
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
Oh, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37.
Purdy.
First down, San Francisco.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action, now Purdy.
Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Niners 28, Jets 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A give running right is home, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On play action, Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. Straight ahead is home.
That's how we run it, ball.
And that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down, a run with Hall. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake.
Rogers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Just jump on him like
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time.
Did you see this? That tackle, nigga?
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And
that shit is good.
It's not that
Man,
often the DTs
got a lot of shit to
easy
do.
access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the way he tackled him.
Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rogers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more
I don't know
interesting
how to
here
order
in this
pizza.
4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Don't be yelling at me.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the defensively, they've got all.
Good morning, Nene.
How you doing, Mama?
I'm doing fine, Nene. How you doing, Nene?
Kill the clock here, or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts and early opportunity?
Yeah.
Until you hit the 2-minute warning. So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is. The things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here.
Oh!
There, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing here, Purdy. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Do you not sleep with nothing in your head?
Keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those guys that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they run on first down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't.
All I got is
no linkage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That was well defended, and as a quarterback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
You can't right now. Give it to me, nigga!
To force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the
Nigga, ain't no look, nigga. That's straight steal, nigga.
Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Yeah, got out your way.
First down there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
All I do was go on there and press what you always ordered.
Rodgers to throw.
Let's go!
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's
Here,
going to
Rodgers,
sure. They get the first and save a timeout. All three timeouts
Here,
still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
I see you.
Rodgers
Let's go!
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
That's a fun one to watch right there. Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good
I see you all now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still two timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
That's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, he knows she likes I
ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat.